My name is Christopher Clark. I'm a biological engineer, and I listen to the Singing Planet. One of the things that I listen to in these kinds of intense gatherings is asking myself, how can we move this forward? How can we translate and transform the discussion today into sort of deeper future discussions, and not just discussions but actions? What can we do as a community or as a mixed community of contributors? I'm very concerned about the security of and the security of the living world, the health of the natural world, the planet, where our food comes from, where the water is safe. As a scientist, I think of data as coming from observations, and some of those observations come from the kinds of things we hear about at this conference today, like what you like to eat and what you like to buy, where you go, how you spend your time and your resources. There's always a question of data authenticity or reliability. And in the world I live in, I collect massive amounts of sensor data, sensors that are distributed all over the planet, in the ocean, in trees, on land, all over the place. And trying to aggregate those data and interpret them to tell people, give people a heads up, like, we're going to not have as many fish this year in the ocean because of the ocean is warming and the fish are moving. Or we're doing things in the ocean when we go exploring for oil and gas that is really harming the fundamental ecosystem of the ocean. And I'm not talking metaphorically, and I'm not talking abstractly. We are actually doing things in the ocean at such scales that we're killing life in the ocean, but most people aren't aware of that and aren't aware of the scale of that. And that, to me, that's a security issue. If we're killing copepods and krill and all the life forms that support the fish we eat and rely on, that's a real concern to me. And I found many of the discussions today, the concepts and the ideas and actually the tools and the building blocks of what we're talking about in terms of data security and private data security are directly transferable over into these issues of security in the ocean and security of the environment.